What's up guys, it's Colbert here, back with another edition of the Colbert Vape Report, and today we have an RDA. It's a clone of an already cheap RDA. It is the Mutilator clone by Tobeco. So, I found this on vapenw.com for $14. This is a great RDA. It has a lot of different airflow options. You can close it down, or you can leave it wide open. I have it pretty wide open right now on the Titan box mod at about a 0.12 ohm coil. So let's have a vape. But yeah, it's a very, very cheap RDA. Even the original was only like $24, but my local shop didn't have any of the originals from E-Cig, so they had the Tobeco clones, so I had to get the Tobeco clone, although it does seem to be pretty close to the original. There's not really much else to say about it up here, so let's dive up close and take a look at the Mutilator clone by Tobeco. Alright guys, so here we have the Tobeco clone of the Mutilator RDA from E-Cig. You see you have a cross pattern here with a hole in the middle. It's the same on both sides. You have a massive, massive drip tip. It reminds me of the Dark Horse drip tip in some ways. It's very, very close to that. Still a little juicy here. I just cleaned it off, but you can take off the drip tip, and you can see down there into the juice well, so you can drip very, very easily with this. The airflow control also comes off. You see, it looks like a Spartan helmet almost. It's about the easiest way to describe it. And then, let's see, I'll put it on my own checker here, just to get everything taken apart. It does have very tight O-rings. Let's see what I've been running this at. 0.1. So, it's safe for me. I don't know if it's safe for you. That's your call. I've been running this on two Sony VTC5s. Yep, this is a 22mm dripper. It is a stainless steel. It has a deep drip well. They say it's a 4mm deep drip well. It has a wide bore drip tip. It has a positive center block. The negative posts are milled into the sides of the deck. It has fully adjustable airflow. It has the cooling fins on the bottom to keep your mod from getting hot, and the top to keep your drip tip from getting hot. And in the box, you get the Mutilator RDA, 4 spare O-rings, a Phillips screwdriver, and 4 spare screws. So you can see the deck here. It's a pretty deep juice well. You can see my shitty build on here also. You can see we have 2 air holes down here on the bottom. That's to help bring in air from underneath the coil, as well as having the air in front of the coil. And you can fit some pretty thick gauge wire in here. I'm running 22 gauge in here right now, and you can fit twisted 22 in here or a parallel 22, and it will fit just fine. Now to reassemble, you just take your cap here, and you would line up the 2 bottom holes. Snap it on. These O-rings are snug. And you take your airflow control, stick it right there, pop it in, make sure all your airflow holes are open, just like that. Or if you want just the middle airflow hole open for single coil builds, you can do that also. Just have a single airflow hole in the middle if you want to do just a single coil flavor build, but I like wide open airflow, so that's what I'm going with. Then you just pop on your drip top, and you're good to go. That's really about it for the close-ups. It's a very, very cheap RDA, very good price. Like I said, the original was cheap at $24. This is a clone for $14. I would probably still recommend to go get the original if you can, because you need to support the original manufacturers. But if you can't, the $14 clone will suffice. Alright, so the Mutilator RDA, there's not really much bad I can say about it. Really, the only differences is that with the original, you do get an adapter. You do get an adapter for regular 510 drip tips. That's really the only difference I have found. It keeps your vape nice and cool. Like I said, I'm running a 0.1 on here with Sony VTC5s with a MOSFET on my mech box, and the vape is great. I get a nice restrictive lung hit. It is a semi-restrictive lung hit, but it's very nice, keeps things nice and cool, and it has excellent flavor. Some of the best flavor I've found from a wide open dripper with this much airflow. I like that the drip tip is big. It's made out of Delrin. It stays very, very cool. And the fins on the top helps cool the drip tip, and the fins on the bottom help to keep your mod cool. So overall, it's a very good value. If you can pick up the original, pick it up to support original. But the Tobeco, for $14, you really can't beat it. Alright guys, this has been Colbert with the Colbert Vape Report with the Mutilator clone from Tobeco. Remember to sign the petitions for the Illinois juice ban. It'll really help us out here. I will see you in my next video, and as always, happy vaping.